I ain't got nothing to say.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good. I ain't gonna do the back and forth. Like
Okay.
I said, I offered her an opportunity. I didn't think that, I had to initiate that, yeah, I'm gonna pay you. In my eyes, it was kind of
You thought it was a
obvious.
given.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
if you're a content creator, I don't ask anybody to do anything for free for me. Nothing. So, it was a given that I was gonna pay you. The
Mm-hmm.
amount just wasn't discussed.
Got it. Okay. And then so for you were like, she could have just told you right then and there if she felt some type of way about it instead
I
of
mean,
hanging
she
on
did.
to it.
She did tell me. She
Okay.
did tell me that she felt some type of way about me asking her about the content, and I told her, that she said she was a content creator. So that was the only reason I brought it to her attention. But I also apologized
Mm-hmm.
when she told me it made her feel uncomfortable as well.
Okay. So did it make you feel uncomfortable because you felt like that's the only reason he matched with you, or what about it was like,
Well, to me, it wasn't giving. Like, this is supposed to be a dating show,
mm-hmm.
and then it feels, like I said, opportunistic because you're coming to me for business ventures and you're talking about, yes, my hobbies and what I like to do for business, but I didn't come on here. This isn't The Apprentice. Like, I didn't come on here to work for you and to be your employee. So, yeah, I thought that was rude that you're asking me to work for you and bring friends to model for you too. And this is before the conversation of payment as well. So to think that that's assumed, I think would be silly. Like, I'm an adult. I don't just assume that I'm going to go somewhere. Like, I like it to be ironed out. But once again, we're not having deep conversations trying to get to know each other. And we had joked on the phone, like, like we were just kind of like, hey, how's it going? What are you doing each other? We were doing that to each other kind of back and forth to death. There was no real like depth of conversation or anything for real.
Okay. So you guys never really got to know each other.
Not
No.
really, no.
Okay. Ugh, God,
Like I
that's rough.
said, it was a few phone calls that I did
One.
do, but she didn't answer our
One
call
call.
back or text back.
That's
So
not true. How do we have a whole conversation and plan out the date on the phone if I never answer the phone?
via text.
No, that's not true because then
Via text, I told you I made reservations for Sunday at 1 o'clock
you
at
asked me
Global
where I wanted to
Ambassador.
go. I
Yeah,
basically halfway planned the date.
I asked you where you wanted to go. Yes,
Because
I
you didn't
did.
know, and it was so much back and forth that we couldn't even decide a date and a time, and now it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that you
But
just,
once it was set, what was the problem?
what was the problem? Exactly. I confirmed 3 times, and like I said, maybe I was a little silly to be like, oh, okay, like we'll just meet there. But yeah, you know what? I didn't text you back in the appropriate amount of time on Saturday. I will look at you right now and say, I apologize. That was my fault. But my objective wasn't to like dog you or play you. But I think that you leaving it on red, you're older than me. So you leaving that text on red, knowing that I went to the restaurant, is tacky. And it's like you try to get your lick back. That's how it felt. Like, what was the objective of that? Because if you're a real man, like, you could have been like, girl, I'm not coming. Like, you didn't confirm my text. Like, we could have just had a conversation about it. But you did that.
And
You
you
left me
could
on
have called.
red.
And you could have called instead of texting.
I sent you an audio message like, oh my God, I'm on my way there.
But you
And
could
I'm
have
like, what I'm
called.
doing.
You could have called though, right?
So
Well, because
when
I
she
just
sent,
assumed you were on your way. I didn't know better.
But why would you assume that?
so when she's sending these voice notes with these messages, whatever she's sending, and you're reading them,
I actually didn't read them right at the very moment that she sent them. I read them within, a
At
nice time
12:55,
frame.
like you
know what I'm
said.
saying?
You read
But
it.
yeah, I didn't read it.
so you read it after the fact of the reservation
I
time
was
already
watching
passed.
football. Yeah. At that point, I'm just like, I'm watching football. I'm not worried about it. She didn't respond in a timely manner.
Okay, so then after the whole ordeal with no one him not showing up to date and you not replying, did you guys ever talk again after that, or that was it?
No, I blocked him on Instagram. I just felt like it was tacky, and I felt like I said, I felt like he was trying to get his lick back, and we couldn't talk about it as adults. And he saw us at the restaurant at this time. I'm talking like, oh, I'm at valet, like I'm here. He's seeing text, and like I said, maybe I'm silly, and I just went like, oh, he's gonna meet me there, just not thinking. You know what I mean? I'm not like maybe using my full capacity of my brain. I'm tired, hurrying up, getting there. But it was the fact that like he just left me on red like that. I'm just like, okay, I see who you are. I have nothing more to say. Blocked. Mwah. See you later.
Okay, and you didn't try to reach out after that either.
Nah,
You were
I
done
was
with it?
blocked.
On Instagram.
I mean, but you didn't know you were blocked, did you?
Yeah,
Oh, you knew because you
Yeah.
tried to reach out.
I did.
Oh,
On
okay.
Instagram, but you have my number.
I was blocked on the phone.
No, you're not. You're blocked on Instagram.
Okay. I don't know.
I gave you the room to apologize and see if you wanted to hash it out. Not even to apologize, because half of it was my like responsibility. But if you wanted to hash it out, you're not blocked. Your number is not blocked. Your Instagram's blocked, though. I was tired of seeing your corny Instagram. Damn.
That's aggressive.
No, I think that's real.
Okay.
That was one of the things that I didn't like too. We got each other's Instagram. I just don't think we're compatible in a lot of different ways, and I
Yeah,
just think
I'm
like,
seeing that play out.
yeah, whew,
As we're
blatantly
here.
obvious, right? It's crazy.
Oh man. Well, I am obviously. It's unfortunate that it just didn't work out between the two of you.
You can
Yeah,
tell you're not
everything she
compatible
said
based
was
off the Instagram profile.
I wonder how old she is. Did she say
Like
her
the
age?
bar's in hell.
Did she say her age?
Nah, she just
I don't recall. No.
she
She
took
seems
multiple
very
shots.
immature.
She's childish. She took
Mhm.
multiple shots throughout that whole conversation. I mean, again, I know y'all sit there and said shouldn't have warned men about that. I am. Fellas, don't mess with a woman like that. It's a waste of goddamn time.
yeah, everything that she even just said, even with him asking her to model or whatever, and bringing her friends along, like that's if it was a man that she liked and was interested in, that conversation would have progressed and then got to the point of where we're talking about compensation. But just to shoot it down immediately, maybe she thinks his clothing line is corny, just how she said, but or whatever. But that's a normal progression of conversation, especially when you're a content creator. If you're a content creator, you get one of the points is to collab with other content creators to bring in their audience as well to your audience, on top of making whatever money it is that you can make. So all of the signs was there. I don't know how he didn't see it or if he just ignored it. But just like Hink said, fellas, if this wench is not openly and willingly trying to communicate with you, then don't even waste your time, because she's clearly not interested. All she's going to do is end up making content about you, and you damn near going to find yourself on the page with her, or her name dropping you, or whatever the case may be. Just walk away, man. Just it was clear. It's clear. I don't know how he didn't see it. Maybe he don't have other men and standing behind him that's telling them, or letting them know. But fellas, yeah, don't deal with a chick like that, regardless of how she look, man.
And going back to what Hink was saying, so this is a totally different situation than the earlier one. This is an individual who we see how she's acting. She's shown signs. Obviously, if you're talking to your friends and they're telling you, you're hearing all these red flags, of course you're going to tell your friend, like, that's a red flag. No, do not call that girl back. She's not the one for you. That's on individual basis, right? We're not saying don't give people advice on an individual, but when you make a blanket statement like these girls who do this, that's what the other.
No, that's not a blanket statement. If she's not answering your calls,
it was about something we talked about earlier.
Okay.
We were
my bad.
reflection.
Simone, I was here, so I know what you're talking about. But the girl, her mindset, you have women who have her same type mindset. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Guys from her type mindset. Stay
Right,
away
but you
from
got
women
it.
with her type mindset.
Right. So so how would you say that to somebody to address that kind of woman? I want to know, how would you pitch that in general? Or to stand away from a woman like that.
So I would show this video as an example. You see this woman right here, and you see women who have that type of mindset, who feel like a shit don't stink. They could be late and still want you to accept whatever they have to offer. No, you don't. You don't have to. Now, she's a nice looking woman, well put together, cool. But it's obvious she ain't got shit between her ears. So why would you deal with her? I tell you, the only time you should deal with her is for 20 goddamn minutes. And then get the hell on.
Oh my goodness.
Shit,
You should deal with her. That's going back to what Brown Sugar. Listen, that's the same thing Brown Sugar was saying. Why deal with her? You just messed the whole thing up to myself for 20 minutes. No, if you don't want to deal with her, leave her alone. Don't talk to her at all. Stop giving her the attention, because that's half the problem.
Right.
That's why she got the big head the way she got it.
I agree, because men enable women like her. You guys, there are so many men who enable these women to keep going. And men accept it. They're like, she is good enough. This is what I want. And they hold her to this standard. And then when she gets with someone real, she can't handle that. But it's so many men that just
don't give her no attention. She got too much. That's the problem. A humbling experience is like no attention.
I'm talking to the men. as men, y'all understand what I'm talking about now. These ladies, they defend it because you shouldn't do a woman like that. Why would you do a woman like that?
But you don't understand that
But
you're
why
part
are
of the
you
problem.
entertaining someone at all?
Let me have this. Let me stand up. Let me down this hill by myself. Y'all don't have to come up here with me. Stay away. I'll be the king of the hill.
Ladies, get out the car, ladies. Get out the car, ladies. Get out the car.
I'm okay with that. It's not safe for to ride on the dog side.
Somebody jump in that back seat.
But like I said, fellas, y'all know what to do. Give them 20 goddamn as you pump and you dump. You get the hell on. Now, if they think that's the attention they want, they eventually get tired of getting pumped and dumped and try to figure out, why ain't nobody want to be with me seriously? Well, maybe it's your mindset. Maybe it's how you move. Maybe it's how you operate. Maybe it's how you think. Maybe it's how you act. And maybe if you act differently, you move differently, you start to think differently, maybe a man will take you serious and maybe even put a ring on your stanky ass. But until you do such, you're going to get pumped and dumped 20 goddamn minutes. They're going to give you a lifesaver and they're going to send your stanky ass up out the door.
So let me just say this. Let me just say this. That what Hink just said is equivalent to me.
You won't come to the dark side.
What Hink just said is equivalent to me. It's like, ladies, they're gonna try to use you. You use them first. Take all their money. Go out to dinner with them. Play them. That's the female version of you saying what you're saying, right? And I'm never gonna tell a woman to do that because I'm gonna tell you this. That's how you block your blessings. You understand me? You do people wrong, that shit will come back to you in another kind of way. So keep on playing. And sometimes it don't come back to you, it come back to your kids. So you gotta watch out. You understand what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. But on the other end, at the end of the day, if he would have played, all what would have happened was she already got in her mind. We already see that she don't like him. She wasn't going to give him nothing. All she was going to do was play him. You understand? So he's sitting here trying to play her on your advice, and he end up getting played because he's sitting here whining and dining her and ain't getting no happy ending. Just getting his pockets dumped. You understand? So you do that. Listen, if you want to get her, listen to what I'm saying, Hank. If you really want to get a person like that, don't give them no attention. Because people like that thrive on attention. Women like to be adored. They like attention. That's why the likes and all that stuff mean a lot for women. So if you want to get back at a woman, pay them no mind. Just ignore them.
So again, that's your problem. Yeah.
Listen,
y'all think
I guess you know how women.
No,
I guess you know how women are.
Yes, I do. Look, I was a man whore prior to me being saved and sanctified by the Holy Spirit. I was a man whore. I can admit that. I was wrong out here. I was a heathen out there in the goddamn streets, and I did and knock down whatever. Now I'm changed. I'm married. I moved on. But before, when I was in heathen, when I was in them streets, I did what I had to do. And please believe, she didn't get no 5-star nothing. She got a phone call late at night, knock on the back door. Hopefully her son is asleep, so he don't have to see me sleep out the back door. That's what I'm hoping. You understand what I'm saying? She's not going to no restaurant. We're going to the coffee shop. And if I deem her and I put her in a category of home, that's the category she's gonna stay in. She'll never get out with me. Now, maybe with Vias, he may take out the whole category, but he's gonna keep it there, and I'm gonna keep knocking it down.
He just threw a shot at you, just like that woman was throwing shots at that dude. Get him.
Ladies,
hold on, man. Hey, hold on, man. Hey, slow up, dude. Slow up, dude.
I had to dump for that, baby.
Hey, no, but I do agree with Hink to an extent. In your younger years, then yeah, that makes sense. But once you get older, and I would even say, just to even contradict that across the board, man, you are the prize. So if you're wearing yourself thin with wenches out here, then your value goes down, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If this broad, if you know that this broad is a bird brain, but you cracked her and half the other town cracked her, you a bird brain just like the rest of them, to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think I forgot what the saying is, but when you lie with dogs, whatever the rest of it is, You know what I'm saying?
Catch
It-
fleas.
You catch
you
fleas.
you catch fleas. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to find yourself in a position to where you are giving this broad this 20 minutes and you fuck up and crack her raw, and now you stuck with her, or now she burnt you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. To me personally, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Men, treasure yourself, value yourself, and don't lay up with, you know what I'm saying, with women like that.
Well, not only that, don't be
Let
going
me
her
tell
naked
you,
head.
Biz, I almost
Don't
choked
go
on my
don't
food,
go on her
child.
naked head, fella. Do not go on her naked head.
I'm gonna have to get myself down.
It's okay to value yourself, but you are definitely not the prize.
Men are absolutely the prize.
You're not.
Men are the prize.
The relationship is the prize.
Men.
Okay, let's not start this. JR said he got another video. So let's go with that beautiful
Yeah,
beat for
let's
this one.
just go ahead.